Hello and welcome to day 95 of the 365-day meditation challenge, where I challenge myself to meditate for 1 hour a day in 2 sessions of 31 minutes. I have my phone because I don't have my timer. I forgot to take some water. Sophie is very playful. She wants to go outside because we have been here for like 2 hours, and now she wants to play with me, and she ripped her toy. My mom bought her a toy, and now she ripped that toy apart, even though it's a dog toy. It's like a hamburger, not a hamburger, a hot dog, and it has a string. And she took all of the insides from that hot dog outside. So funny. And now she's very mad because I closed the door, and she's like, "Why did you close the door? Why did you close the door? Why are we stuck here?" Because I need to watch her, and she doesn't. Oh no! Stop! 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 I said stop. She wants to eat potatoes. There are some potatoes in that box. She's like, "Is this a potato? Can I eat a potato?" So funny. She's smelling everything because she's bored, and she tries to taste everything because she's bored once again. But in half an hour, I'm gonna take her out and just assassin style. And I'm gonna go to the park because outside there is a big park. And yeah, let's start the meditation right now. And there you go. The meditation is over. What a beautiful session. Always, and I mean almost always, the second session is better than the first one. And it's funny because I used to do 2 meditation sessions back in the day and right in that room. And when I was living here. And the idea is that after that, I started to do a long meditation session instead of 2, and now I remember why I was doing 2 of them, because it's so much better. The second one, you get so much more awareness around it. And it's funny to think about it, like 10 years ago, I was in that room, well, more than 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was in that room meditating for 1.5 years, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I was doing sports, I was doing everything that I could. And yet, it did change my life. However, I do see so much that I had so little awareness back then, and there are levels to this thing, not spiritual, not in those terms, but like real actual awareness of your body, of your capabilities, of your consciousness, and everything that has to do with life and noticing and understanding your own emotions, your own thoughts, everything that you feel, your feelings, your sentiments, your idea, your perspective on life, everything was so different and so so much less. There was a degree of awareness so much smaller back then. And I think that this actually just changes. I don't know if it will change, because they say that at 25 you start to have your brain fully developed. But I felt like from 25 to now, I still have expanded my awareness around things and the degree of control that I can not enforce, but like put out there to really do exactly what I want and feel better. And I don't know, just it's interesting to see the discrepancies. Even though I'm sick and I cannot really emote and express myself as I wanted, I feel this congested, like my brain and my neck and my sinuses are congested, and I cannot really express myself fully. And even so, it's a nice feeling to just look back at the level of awareness that I had and see the improvement that I've made. And yeah, it's nice to really go back to meditating once again and find a deeper meaning to it all. Like seeing the benefits so much more than I used to. Back then I wasn't really aware, and I didn't really notice the benefits, because I was thinking that, oh, it's just because I'm on this trajectory of self-improvement and sports and things and whatever. And I didn't credit everything to meditation. I didn't credit the fact that I was doing more with my life during that time than I was doing previously. And after that, after I stopped doing as much. And after that, when I started meditating again, I started to notice the pattern and notice how whenever I was in a period where I meditated, everything in my life was better, everything in my life, I was more productive, and you might say, oh, but you're losing 1 hour a day. Yes, but without that hour, I wouldn't have the degree of awareness to make better decisions. I'm more productive if I put my mind to do something and I don't want to do it afterwards just because sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. I don't get angry, I don't get frustrated, I don't quit. I just persevere. So it builds this perseverance, this emotional strength to do the things that you want to do and be consistent and really put yourself through the thing, and you don't feel your overall experience changes. You don't feel like you are struggling. You feel like you notice the control that you have around you. And yeah, and also you change completely, and people don't really understand that, and you cannot understand it. This is something that you cannot understand. You can only experience, and I think it only is really out there after you've done like 150 days of meditation at least. You don't have to do 1 hour like me. You can do 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. It's enough to change your life if you really stick to it for the long term. You will start to see things changing in your life, and you will wonder why. And it's because you take better decisions. You go and start to do sports. Everything just goes well. You start to see patterns and things that you can do that weren't available. You start to see buttons that you can press on the console of life that you've never seen before. And you go like, oh, when I press this, I make profit. Oh, when I press this, I'm happy. Oh, when I press this, I'm angry. So you start to see the console, and you start to see that, like for instance, whenever you press this button, you get angry, but you've been pressing it with your elbow without even noticing, and that's why you get angry. So you're like, oh, I shouldn't put my elbow like that. Of course, this is a metaphor, but the idea is that you start to see how you generate emotions in your own life, and that gives you a bit more control over your expression, over your emotions, over your quality of life. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.